So what's up guys, so today we're going to just do a fun little editing video. Didn't have a lot planned, so I was just like, you know what, we haven't done a nice editing video for a bit now. We've run around, I showed you guys from Photoshop, but I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of a natural editing type of video. So, keeping in spirit that winter is kind of actually here now in South Africa, but we're still seeing some autumn leaves around. I'm going to show you guys how to kind of edit some of your photos to look more autumny in a sense. In kind of a green situation, we don't have all the leaves turning kind of brownish gold color right now, so I'm going to show you guys how to make some of the green leaves look a little bit more autumn in your photos. So we're going to check that out right now. Okay guys, here's the photo. This is Devin, my mate. We took it the other day out in Santon. Really cool photo, love it a lot. I think it's pretty sick. So mostly today I'm going to show you guys how to play around with the HSL slider, and that is how we're going to achieve this autumny look. And then afterwards we're going to come back to the basic colors and all the basic exposures and that, and I'm going to show you guys how to kind of just make it pop a little bit more. So I'm going to start off with you. As you guys can see here in this like green area, there's a little bit of a change of gold there, and there's a change of gold over there. So we're getting the autumn colors popping in, but it's not just there yet, and some of these leaves just never turn because it actually doesn't get that drastically cold here in South Africa. So first of all, we're just going to identify what these colors are. Now, you don't want to play around too much with the reds because, as you can see on Devin's face, it's changing. So you don't want to play around too much with this. So little trick, double click on it, it goes back to 0. Oranges as well, you don't want to play around too much with it. Plus, as you can see, it's changing the color there in the trees. It's making it a little bit bronzier, a little bit darker, or more reddish, I'd actually say, red pinkish. But as you can see on his face as well, it looks bad. So if you're going to edit on the reds and the oranges, be very, very careful and do very minimal work on it because it does affect the skin tones a lot. We're going to play a little bit more on the yellow side. So as you can see, the yellows are really making the oranges pop. So, and guys, there's no exact science to this. Don't follow my numbers to the point because every photo is different, but we're just going to play around a little bit and we're going to see, it's just a fuck around session and see what works in the photo. Every photo is different, so I can't tell you guys exactly how to do it. This photo, that looks about cool because we're starting to achieve a little bit more redness on the right, a little bit more bronzy, and it's really affecting it really nicely there. Okay, cool. So now that we've got our first little bit of bronze, so now we're gonna play a little bit with the other colors. So Green also is going to give you more bronze. So as you can see in the trees, sometimes I just like to drag it to the extremes to see where it's affecting. So that's a little tip. Drag it to the extreme, 100%. It's adding all the saturation in that area so you can see what it is affecting in the photo. So you'll see a little bit more of where you're playing around with the color. So we're going to bring this down in the minus. So with the HSL, as you can see, going left on the green slider, it's going to bring a little bit more of the, it's going to desaturate it, so it's going to bring a little bit more of the yellows in. It's going to kind of like, not desaturate is a fucking wrong term. It's going to change the hue, so it's going to bring a little more yellows out of it, so you're going to get a little bit more bronze. As you can see, we're starting to get a nice autumny tone here on the left hand side, and in this tree up at the top here, it's looking great. Really happy with it, it's looking really nice. So the big thing is in the background, we still see a little bit of that greenery, but funny thing is some of these trees actually just appear to be greenish to a sense, but not fully. As you guys will see now, if we play a little bit with the aquas, we're starting to get that bronzy tone coming through there. Now, you don't want to make everything bronze. You know, you want that little bit, you want to see it like it's turning autumn, the leaves are changing. So you want that little bit of green poking through. It's going to look nice. Blues, as you can see, it's not really affecting anything, it's just affecting street. Maybe add a little bit of more teal to the road because it was like a bluish type of road, so I'll do that. Magentas and purples I'm not going to screw with because it doesn't matter. So saturation. Now saturation, just you want to, it's very self-explanatory, you just want to see how much you can pump up the little bit of bronziness. So I'm going to add a little bit of saturation to the yellow and maybe to the greens to get it a little bit of green coming through there as if it's just changing. So you also see you're getting like a little bit of tints there, a little bit of tint there, so it's got that little shade difference. It's not like just orange and then suddenly just green. You're getting that like nice gradual turn into the autumny colors, so that's nice. Teal, or the aquas, you see it's affecting the trees in the background. Yeah, I'll maybe desaturate it a bit. Luminance is the amount of light. So actually the funny thing is, like, the darker you go, see on the yellows, the darker you go, I'd say like the darker the tonality of that color will go. So if the brighter you go, it's going to start blowing things out. So you kind of like over here, I think just a tad bit darker on here. Maybe it's so that you can control the amount of light in certain areas and certain colors. Maybe on the greens I'll pump it up a little bit. Let's see what it does on the aquas. Aquas, I think I'm going to leave alone. It's not looking like it's changing too much there, and what it is changing I don't want. So that is for the HSL. So we already got a autumny looking photo here, so that's already pretty cool, and I'm really happy with what's going, like where we're at right now. Got that autumn tone, looking fantastic. So now, one thing is you want that, this was shot in the morning, so I want that little bit of glow coming through. So I'm going to go back to the basic slider, and I'm just going to add a little bit more yellow into it. So as you can see, it's still on the blue side of the slider, but we're adding a little bit more yellow. So you see, majority what I'm caring about is affecting those trees in the background. So it's giving it that little bit of more yellowish hue there. And over here, getting a little bit autumny look. Over here, looking great. So that is it for changing the color tone. I think I'm pretty happy with where we're at. So now we're just gonna, well, fuck around until the rest of the photo looks good. Okay guys, so as you can see, did a little bit of contrast, added highlight, I like reduced the highlight so I get that little blue at the top there, a little bit of the sky poking through. It was a very bright day in the morning as well, so there were no clouds or very little clouds in that. So the sky does blow out a little bit in these type of photos because it was actually like almost a bright, clear sky. So just wanted to add a little bit of a blue there, and yeah, so then up the shadows a bit to bring a little bit more of the detail in front, but not too much. You know, you want that rim light to still be there. The whites, I never really touch whites in my photos because it just makes everything look good. Blacks, add a little bit more blacks in the dark area so that I have like a little bit more shading here from the shadow and all of that, and add a little bit more detail. Then added some clarity. I don't want to push too much clarity in there, but I just wanted something just to kind of make the foreground element, which is Devon, pop out, which is also very nice. And then added some vibrance just to kind of kick it off a little bit more in the trees, just to add that bronziness, a little bit more vibrantly colors. There you have it guys, made a little bit of more autumny color type of photo. Maybe I'll tweak it from here on guys, but I just wanted to show you guys how to make an autumnly color photo with HSL slider. It's really simple, really easy, really quickly, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you guys like this video, consider subscribing. It's always nice if you guys join the family. If you guys like this video, give it a big fucking thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. It really helps YouTube with figuring out that my shit is the best. And yeah, comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And maybe check out in the description below for other type of videos that I do make. I have made a couple of videos in the past you guys might enjoy. So without further ado guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.